Yeah, our next topic is what? Serialization and deserialization. Serialization and deserialization. Yeah, next topic is serialization. What is serialization exactly, right? Serialization means writing objects content into the file is called serialization. Okay, we have an object. For example, we have one student class object. S1 equals to new student. We have student object. I want to store in file. Okay, storing this student object into the file stream. Okay, in one stream is nothing but a serialization. Okay, see this. What is exactly serialization? See, serialization is the process of writing the state of an object to a byte stream. Okay, see guys, to a byte stream, right? Nothing but we are writing. This is useful when you want to save the state of permanently we are storing. That's the meaning of serialization. Previously, object will be stored in RAM, right? We are going to store in permanent storage area. Nothing but that is a persistent storage area. Okay, in the form of file, right? If you want again, you can get that object later, right? Serialization is storing objects into the file is nothing but a serialization. Deserialization is nothing but a getting that object again back to object state. Okay, here we are storing permanently, right? We are storing permanently. Again, you have to get back that, right? That is called deserialization. Serialization and deserialization. Serialization is the process of writing the state of one object to a byte stream is called serialization. Okay, we have where do you use that this concept in remote method invocation that right we use in different okay I have some methods in one system I want to execute that methods okay that concept is called remote method invocation RMI. Okay, you have one Java program in one machine. From my machine I want to execute that program. Okay, then we use that RMI concept. The time of RMI you use this serialization. If you want to serialize the object, that object must implement the serializable interface. We have one interface. What is the interface name? Serializable. It should implement that serializable interface. Then only we can serialize that object. What is serializable interface? See, it is a marker interface. What is marker interface? See guys, what is mean by marker interface? Serializable. It doesn't have any methods or members. That is serializable interface. Clear? You can use that serializable interface to serialize the object. Okay. In this serializable, we have object output stream class, right? Using object output stream class object, we can what is the class required? What is the object? Object output stream. Using this object output stream object, we can store the content of the object into the file. Okay, then how to use this object output stream class. Okay, I want to see the methods of object output stream. Java p java dot io dot object output stream. See this. We have different method. Do you have that write object method? Yes, if you have that write object method, we can write that object into the file. What are the methods are there? Write object, right? Object output stream class is there, right? We can write that write object. See this, that method. Using this object, we can write the object. Okay. See guys, how to do that serialization concept. For example, if we have an employee object or see, this is one employee object we have. This is a class, right? Serialization demo. Yeah, how to do that serialization of object? Public static void main string arguments. Serialization nothing but storing object content into the file permanent storage. Normally object will be stored in temporary, that is nothing but a heap area in RAM. You want to store permanent persistent area. Okay, we have employee object, guys. Employee one equals to new employee. Employee, we have some data, employee object. Okay, I want to read that employee data. E1 dot read employee. I will create this method also. Okay, what is this employee read object, right? Now I will create that employee. Take a how to store this object. We need object output string oos equals to new object output string class. We have to take that method. Yeah, see, new object output stream object is required. Yeah, okay, what it has to point, file is required. Now I will take file ios fos, right? See, oos dot write object, use that method name is what, write object of what is this, which object you want to do that. Okay, e1, write object of e1. Okay, what is oos dot write object, where we are writing oos, nothing but a fos. What is fos? Take a fos object. Okay, now I will take output stream object. Now I will take output stream fos equals to new file output stream. What is file output stream? It creates a file name. Now I want to create that object. Okay, where you want to create, in D drive I want to create a emp1.txt. in this folder I want to create a file, right? See this output stream fos equals to new file output stream. We are writing into this method. Okay, that serialization completed. I give a method as system.out.println serialization completed. Okay, yeah, close that objects os dot close, and we need to close os dot close also. Okay, we have to close the object. Okay, while writing you get exceptions, but if you want to serialize that employee object, employee class is required. Now I will take employee class, take employee class. Okay, you cannot serialize because it, this class must extends, right? It has to extend that serializable that interface. Okay, it has to implements class employee implements serializable interface. Okay, then only it is possible, otherwise it's not possible. What are the values required? Now I want to take employee number string ename, and if you want to store salary, okay, take salary also. Now void read employee. Now I will take the method name as read employee. This is for reading employee details. Now we enter the employee details. Okay, write e number equals to 100, ename equals to some data, right? Now I want to write abcd, and salary also I want to write salary also. Now I am writing, this is for reading. Print employee, I want to print the employee details here. Now I am printing employee details also. See this, print employee details. Now I am going to print employee details. System.out.println print employee number. Now I want to print e number also. Print e number, ename also, print ename, and salary. Now I want to print ename also, and salary also I am going to print. So this is ename. Now I want to print salary also. I am going to print salary also. See, now we have taken employee number and employee name and salary. Read employee, print employee. Just that object created, I read the employee details. That employee details we are doing. This is a serialization process, guys. Serialization process. Okay, what is this object output stream class? Has one method, that is a write object. Okay, directly we can write the objects, right? For example, okay, if you want 100 objects, you want to store 100 objects, we have collection classes. Store these employee details in the collection object. That objects, one object we can store. Okay, 1000 employee details we can store as one employee, right? See, now while writing these classes we need to import io package, io.star. Once compile, now serialization demo. Yeah, I want to compile this program. Java is the compiler. Serialization demo. We got error. While writing in directly program, we need to use 2/. The serializable spelling mistake. Okay, implement serializable. Yeah, we have written OOS and that object name FOS. This is not FOS dot close. This is throwing those exceptions. Okay, now I want to throws IO exception or exception. It throws all exceptions, guys. Yeah, now once execute Java serialization demo. The serialization completed in D drive. It creates that folder as employee1 dot emp1 dot java. See this. Not this now. Object we created emp1, right? That file name is what? emp1 dot txt. That file is created, then it shows emp1 dot txt. Where we created that file, we created in D drive. Yeah, see this. This is emp1 dot txt. That is object format. It stores like this. Okay. Now I want to do deserialization. Same concept, deserialization demo. If you want to deserialize, we have what? Right? See, class deserialization demo. Not required this, right? Deserialization. How to do? What is required in instead of output stream? What is required? Input stream object. Okay, we are reading data from new file input stream. Okay, file input stream, it reads the data from the file from employee1. Instead of object output stream, what is the class name? Object input stream. New object input stream. Okay, what is the method? The name is there. Read object method is there, guys. Right, instead of write object, call this method name is read object. Okay, what is read object? It returns what is the object name? OIS read object input stream. Now I have taken FIS, it is FIS, right? I want to call this object input stream read object. What it returns? Object class object. I want employee object. Employee equals to what it returns? It returns object. That's why convert into which object? Employee object. The typecasting is required. Okay, call that method, guys. I will get e dot print employee, that method. Now I want to call print employee. Now what will happen? That object we are storing permanently, that we can read. Okay, if I write ois.read object from that file, what is ois? From that file we get that deserialization demo. Okay, now we can write import java.io.star. Execute this deserialization demo.java. Once compile this, Java say deserialization demo. Yeah, it is showing FOS. There is no FOS, right? OIS dot close, FIS dot close. And again, warnings you may get, right? That warnings how to remove. Yeah, it is showing what FOS. There is no FOS here. FIS. Input stream object. Okay. It is showing what class input stream object. Compile, once execute. Java class name is Deserialization demo. Previously stored the data, here we get that deserialization completed. This is right. We are not reading, right? See, once compile deserialization.demo, deserialization completed. That object, whenever you want, you can get back that object. Okay. While doing this, we need to concentrate on two issues. Private variables. Okay. For example, we have, if you want to store private data, we have that employee details. For example, in employee data, we have private data. We cannot store private data. Okay, into data we have private data, we cannot store, we cannot serialize this private data. And also we have transient data, transient variables and static variables. The data cannot be stored, we cannot serialize. Okay, that is a note. Private data or transient variables cannot be stored in the file. Private or transient, we cannot serialize. Okay. And also static variables also, we can take, we can't store these three values. One is private data cannot be serialized, private data cannot be serialized. Second one is static data also, static data also we cannot store. Third one is what, transient data, transient variables. Okay, if you store transient data also, means if we store, we get, it will store but we get zero values, we cannot store that value, exact data, right? It won't show any error. Okay, it shows that serialization completed, but we won't get back that data. It shows 000 something, default values only will be serialized. Okay. Okay, that's all in this streams concept. We have character streams also, character stream classes also. We have many, right? We can check those classes also. Same like they are output stream classes are there. They are byte stream class. Reader, writer, we have checked, right? Writer class, reader class, writer and reader, file writer, right? These are character stream classes. Okay, same concept is same. How to write the data into the file and how to read the data from the file, that is a concept. Character streams used in standalone applications, byte streams used in networks. That's all.